I was at the Apple store. I want one of those new apples.
New apples.
I want to get the latest.
The
Apple
watch? You want to get the
desktop.
watch?
No, I want to get the latest desktop computer.
Why?
It's
What's so
like
special about it?
$4,000. Well, when you do Wirecast recordings, it doesn't go like, you don't have much RAM. It's got like crazy graphic speed and crazy speed all the way around.
Okay,
feel
and that's
the
why you
need-
want it.
I feel the need for speed.
Okay, well, does it just look like any old? Does it look like every Mac we've ever bought? I mean, I
No.
got an iMac on my,
No, it looks
a
like a-
screen in one and everything.
Looks like a little bathroom trash can.
What?
Yeah. That's called value added.
And
brother.
when you got trash, I'm talking send it to the trash.
Yeah.
So what's so great about it? I mean, how much faster is it?
It looks like the thing that's on top of the Back to the Future car, the Fusion-matic.
Oh, really?
Just put
some
orange
bananas
peels,
and orange peels,
garbage and stuff
yeah.
like that, and off you the Fusion.
That's what Fusion.
No,
sounds
it's
like,
just
by the way.
it's wicked fast. It's just crazy fast.
Well, according to who?
All the way around. According to who? Anybody who clocks speed on.
So you've talked? No, I mean I'm talking. Have you talked to somebody, or are you just believing in the hype? That
I
Apple
took it to
has?
the Salt Flats. I saw how fast it goes. It was like.
I took it to the Salt Flats, baby.
No, it's all flash and flash hard drive memory and all that. Good
Well, there are
stuff.
people that look at Apple's stuff and they say that's exactly what Apple is. All flash. All flash. No substance.
Very clever.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, I'm actually I used to be bi-platform, but I think I'm really a committed Mac guy now because it's been so long since I've done things on a PC that I don't understand how that world works.
Really?
Yeah, the Windows 8 and all that stuff. I'm like, what the heck
Oh, I
is
haven't
going on?
been
I
to
can't
8.
make my way around.
Yeah, I have 8 and all the news. I still run Windows 7 on the Windows 7. In fact, one of my programs I'm on the Mac that I edit my music on, I'm still using XP, and I regularly get a little window that says, we don't support that anymore, right?
Yeah, you're in danger.
We're not gonna. If it breaks, you're out of luck, Mister.
Right. The little internet hacker monsters are going to be coming after you. My DJ computer is still XP, and I'm like, I don't want to change it. Although that wouldn't be that big a deal because I just go, virtual DJ, open, and it's all the same interface, right?
Right.
I don't do anything else in there except for that until something goes wrong. Then
Yeah.
it's like,
Well, then you got to go get somebody to teach you.
How do you open the hood?
Or you got to get a coach, someone who can actually coach you on stuff, right?
well, the coach is different though. There's a difference between a teacher and a coach.
Well, and I guess that's one of the reasons I'm bringing this up because you really have taken that on with your business and working out coaching and understanding what it is, and not only are you a coach yourself with your coaching business, but you've had a coach while you've been building it, right? And you've had
I've
your
a
own
coach for a long
experience of a
time.
coach and gotten to the point where you're even defining the fact that you not only had a coach, but now you're looking for a different kind of a coach to take you to different levels. So you've seen the value of having one from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And did you take on that coach only because you were creating your own coaching business, or can you speak a little bit about that and why you did that?
You mean like why I took on a coach?
Why you took on that coach? Was it because you were creating your inaugural coaching business? I mean, you're an extraordinary coach anyway, and anybody who knows you gets that. But now you're turning that into a business. And when you did, you reached out to find someone to push you and help you towards that.
Well, to be an effective coach, and I don't know if all coaches believe this, but I do, to be an effective coach, you have to, and if you're having people work on themselves, their own performance, what works in their life, what doesn't work in their life, and creating breakthroughs,
right?
In order to actually have that space for someone to be able to do,
Mm-hmm.
meaning, how do I explain holding a space for someone? Because some of this sounds kind of like esoteric jibber jabber to hold the space for someone, but basically to make it a place where they can actually come and create those breakthroughs for themselves. I have to be working on that. I have to continually be working on myself. It's not like I've arrived. You don't arrive
Now pay
anywhere.
attention because I know what I'm doing, and if you
Yeah.
want to be in the same place, here you come over here.
Right, because you deal with like being human, and being human is
Right.
having doubts and having fears and wanting to give up or wanting to quit or wanting to run away or wanting to, whatever it is that is your barrier. It's unique. It's somewhat unique to everyone, although most human beings have mostly the same concerns.
Right.
They're just in different contexts and different versions. So I took on a coach because I have to perpetually be like, be working and expanding myself so that I can create an impact and then be that person for someone else versus just kind of pretending. Like, well, I don't have my crap together, but you should.
Right. Well, or pretending in like you said at the beginning, pretending like you have found the spot. I'm sitting on the mountaintop. I'm here. Come on up. There's the trail. Follow the trail. You'll make it to the mountaintop. And there is no mountaintop. And that's the real beauty in understanding what coaching truly is.
Well, and there is no I'm up here, you're down there.
Right.
It's like we walk together then. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, you see that pool of fire? We're going to walk through that together.
Right.
Only difference is, as the coach, I smile about it. And you're like,
because I know you're going to make it.
Yeah, because it's like, I'm going to be the voice that says, no, you're gonna do this. You're not going to quit.
And that doesn't that speak to what you were saying about holding a space? That's what you're doing. I mean,
right.
That's a small analogy, but that's a pretty good one.
It's funny that you bring this up because I was thinking the other day about the conversations that we have about coaching. Mm-hmm. And I've heard Mark Farrell talk about it, and I've heard you and I have talked about it and things like that. And you draw comparisons, like you say, oh, look at Tiger Woods. He has a coach. And you name these superstars that have coaches.
Right.
And then it just occurred to me, because I've been doing a lot of thinking about like meeting people where they're at.
Right.
Like you start where your starting point is, and you grow and expand and break through from there. It's not compared to anybody else, just where you're at.
Right.
And I thought, well, when someone hears that analogy, well, what about Tiger Woods? Don't you first, in order for you to go, I should get a coach, don't you first have to think, well, I'm a Tiger Woods, I should have a coach? Or is the thought process, I'm nowhere near that, so I shouldn't even bother to get a coach.
I think those people that get a coach, they see the Tiger Woods and say, well, he had a coach to get where he is, so I want to be Tiger Woods, so I want to find a coach. I want to walk. Once again, they think there's a path to walk that only he followed, and every coach gets that. Or that your coach that you choose to have is way smarter and way better and way more talented, so hopefully you're going to be way smarter and way more talented when you get to where they are, when the truth of it is, if we, once again, using the analogy of Tiger Woods' coach was his dad. If his dad could play like Tiger Woods, his dad would be out playing like Tiger Woods. His dad held the space for Tiger to be as amazing as he was.
Correct. But and that's not exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, never mind.
I'm talking about like when somebody hears that conversation, do they have to actually think of themselves as someone that has the talent and the potential to be great? Because if you don't think of yourself as someone who has that could become that, you would say, why would I ever waste my money on a coach? Yeah. I'm good enough doing what I'm doing, or I'm good. This is fine, or I'm not going to get there, or that's good for you.
I'd love to be the best, but that's never going to be for me.
I think of that when I heard a motivational speaker, like, gosh, a number of years ago, when it was just a few years after I got to know you, and I was like, I really got introduced to the possibility of what I could do in the DJ,
and
wedding DJ industry, and what was possible. And I was like, it never even occurred to me that's possible.
Right.
Which, by the way, is the number one best reason to go to conference, period.
Right.
Is to like really recognize, if you've never gone, you see, oh my gosh, this is what's possible for myself. Number one, it's like, if you go there and it doesn't happen, you're a turnip.
Right.
Nothing against turnips,
but you're a turnip. Turnips are nice, and if you slice them well, they look good on salad.
Exactly. But I heard this motivational speaker, and he's talking about like, hey, I do this. I get up at 5 a.m, and then I go for a run, and then I have breakfast with my family, and then I send them off, and I
you're sitting there making a note. I get up in the morning,
I kiss my wife, and then I go off, and I put in my work, and I deal with all the fires, and I manage everything as it comes, and I don't hide from anything, and then I go home, and I sweep my wife off her feet, and I take her out to dinner, and
you look at that list, and you go, my God, I could never do that.
That's exactly it. I'm like, wow, you're awesome. I could never do that. I can't even begin to think how I would get there, or how that would even be possible, kind of thing. Because it's a process of like actually building your capacity. And what was missing for that speaker is that he wasn't talking to me in that audience. I don't know if he knew it or not.
Oh, he was really kind of just showing off of what he does and who he is and how great he is.
Well, but this happens a lot with a lot of speakers, is that it's like they're excited to say, look what I've done and look where I've come.
And because I got there, it's possible for anybody.
Yeah, if I did it, you can do it.
Right.
But the person in the audience doesn't hear that or see that. They think, oh, well, there's something exceptional about you.
Right.
Because the biggest missing is, as a presenter, and this can be applied toward your clients, toward just anybody in life, is like really listening to people to meet them where they're at. Like, don't meet them where you're at. Meet them
Or where
they're
they
at.
ought to be.
Or where they ought to be or should be. I mean, you know, and I've even heard that in conversations, the pep talk conversations I've had with guys that I've met who are like new to the industry or their first time at a conference and seeing what's possible. And I'm like, oh, you should do this, and you should do that, and double your prices. And you know what I mean? And they don't have the capacity for that. And they're just like, whoa, hey, you're kind of steamrolling me here, you know? And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm making a difference.
Look at me. I did it. You can do it if I can do it.
Yeah. And it's like that, and that a person doesn't immediately see that way. It's like, but instead to actually listen to like, well, you know, what are your challenges? What are you struggling with? What is it? And then when you get an answer, don't go, oh, that? Oh, because you had a breakthrough in that ages ago and have grown since then, you know?
So really, I guess what we're saying, or what you're trying to say, is the conversation really should be more about that there is something possible that you don't even see, or maybe helping to them, standing in and creating the space for them, that there is something possible for them that they don't even see right now. Maybe that's the conversation that's missing, even within the industry and all the associations and all the groups that are trying to move things forward. Maybe the conversation really needs to be possibility, as opposed to, you better get there. We all got to be there. You all got to do this. So expanding everyone's thought process, or giving them the capacity, as you said, by showing them that there's a possibility out there beyond where it is. Regardless if they see it or not at the time, there is a possibility of it. So when and if they're ready to see it, you're there to share it with them, or whatever that is.
Yeah. What do you think is missing in the industry?
Yeah.
Leave your comments below on the Bill and Jason Show page, or right here on the YouTube page. Can't wait to read them, respond to them. Heck, maybe we'll even have you on the show.
And if you want to know more about Jason and his coaching business, and talk to him about what's possible in your life, your business, and what's happening for you, reach out to Jason. You can reach out to me, and I'll put you in touch with him. There's the Entertainment Experience Workshops, and then there's Jason and the business that he does, and the great coaching that he's done for everyone that I know, including myself. So.
It's thecoachinghour.com.
Broadcasting from high atop planet Earth at a rate of 96 kilobytes sample per second over the interweb, in an effort to stop glorifying being busy. This has been an Entertainment Experience production.